Hey guys, so if you'd like to see how I do my braid out and get my hair to look like this, then just keep on watching. Just to tell you guys, I just finished washing my hair and deep conditioning it with coconut oil and a little bit of my regular conditioner. And this is just how I do my braid out, you guys. I'm not telling you that this is the way that you have to do it. So, feel free to do whatever you want. It's totally fine. But, this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to start with one half of my head. This is how I usually do my hair. No matter what I'm doing to it, I usually just start with one side. I don't usually do from like bottom to top or anything like that. I do half and then another half. Left to right. So I'm gonna half that again. And I'm just applying some leave-in conditioner because you have to, right? Now I'm gonna detangle. So I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, but we'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna add an oil on top of that. Kind of just apply that to my ends. Try to be gentle. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm gonna try to show you right now that I have some struggles with my hair, you guys. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us do. If you can see how much shorter that piece is from like the generality of my hair, it's a lot shorter. And that's my nape area. I hear a lot of people talking about their struggles with their nape area and breakage and it usually being a shorter length than the rest of their hair. I'm going through that struggle right now. I'll update you guys on that in another video maybe. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Sad face. But I'm just going to twist this to get it out of the way for now. I'm not going to start braiding immediately. So this is just to move on to the other sections and repeat the same steps I just did. And once I'm done with that, I will come back and show you guys how I do my braids, how I set them. So I'm done moisturizing and sealing my hair. Now I'm just going to show you guys how I install my braids. So I'm just going to start taking down the two twists on the side just so I can work, again, half by half. That's just how I like to work. So I'm just combing that back out. So I'm working with that that back section again. I'm so compulsive when it comes to the way I do my hair, you guys. So I'm just gonna part that in half as well. And I'm just gonna clip that hair out. So I'm just gonna do a regular braid, you guys, nothing special. Normal braid. So I'm gonna divide my hair into 3 sections. Mostly even. Because of the kind of odd lengths that I showed you in my hair initially, I don't make each of the 3 sections for the braid the same size because I noticed that if I make shorter sections a little bit thicker, somehow that generally makes the ends meet a little bit closer together toward the end of the braid. So I'm just going to start by braiding normal. Okay, you guys, just normally braiding. And I never do braid outs ever, you guys, just FYI, like never. And the reason why is because I just find it's just so, I don't know, so much easier to do a twist out, and still get a really cute hair texture definition going on or whatever the case. So now I'm kind of at the bottom of my braid and, I'm just going to borrow a little bit of hair. Or actually, I'm not going to do that. I got something for y'all, don't know. So I'm just gonna leave that like that. And this is my braid, the one braid. I'm also gonna do that to the other section that I clipped away. I'm just normally braiding, just like the other section. I just did that braid as you saw, and again, the ends I did not completely braid all the way to the end. So I'm just gonna take that other section down, the other quarter of my right side. And I'm gonna kind of take a section at the front. Nothing special. I'm just gonna clip that away because this is gonna be a half. I'm gonna mirror the parting on this side. And yeah, whatever. So I'm just gonna put this little piece away for now. And then I'm just gonna work with this. So this is gonna be 2 braids, okay? just going to flip that over, and I'm going to braid this section normally as well. I'm trying to keep this as close to my roots as I can, so keeping the braids tied up to my roots, because I really don't like it when I see, you know, at least for myself, I don't like seeing, you know, my twist outs or braid outs or whatever the case, you know, after I take them down and then my roots just look so inconsistent with the actual texture that I created. I really don't like that. But, you know, I'm just gonna try to keep them tight, tied up to the root. I really wish I knew how to flat braid or, you know, do cornrows, because then I would kind of do that for the front, which is what I love to do when I do my twist outs. I usually flat twist in the front to make sure that my edges are like really, you know, snatched into the style and they blend super well. But I can't cornrow, unfortunately. So, like, I've tried, and I know my face is so shiny right now, you guys. Please, the struggle of the oily skinned people, y'all know. If you have oily skin, you know. And if you think you have oily skin, you don't know, but you don't have oily skin if you don't know. Oh my goodness. Whew. I'm going to take the hair down from the opposite side. I'm really going to do the exact same thing I did on this side, and then I'll come back to the front. I'm just going to work on this middle section right in front of my head. So now, because I cannot cornrow, and because I still don't want my roots to look kind of weird after I take out my braids, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flat twist, and then I'm going to start braiding. So I'm just going to start my flat twist the same way that I normally would if I were doing a twist out. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to keep flat twisting. Okay, so now I have my two sections for my twist, but I'm going to divide them into three to make a braid. I'm just taking a little from each side. I've got my three sections and I'm going to begin braiding. And that is it. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, so all of my braids are done, but I'm not finished setting this style yet. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to be using these. I know you guys are like, what are those? Here's one, and what it is basically, it's a hair curler or roller. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's meant to roll your hair up on it. So this is a little hole at the end, and then there are two notches. I don't know if you can see. So what you do is you wrap your hair around the middle section, and then once you're finished, you tuck it into itself like that. So I'm just going to take this and start by putting my hair at the base where the round part is. So I'm wrapping that around, and then I'm just going to begin rolling it, kind of like you would do with a flex rod, you guys. So I'm not rolling it too much, just a little, and then I'm going to secure the roller in the second notch. So it looks like this. So I'm rolling another braid up, just a couple of times really, just to ensure that the ends look consistent when I take my braids out. And I'm just going to do that for every braid, okay? This is the one in the front that's going to kind of frame my face. I'm going to roll it up a little bit higher, okay? So I'm just doing the same thing, wrapping it around, rolling it up a little bit higher, not much more, just enough to give it kind of a subtle layered effect. And I'm just rolling the two on this side of my head in the front a little bit higher up, just because, again, this is what's going to frame my face, and even though I have my hair kind of directed toward my left, I don't want the side to be so straight and flat compared to the side that's going to be all, you know, nicely layered by my curling my hair the way that I am. So that is what my hair looks like, you guys. Okay, guys, so since I finished with that, I'm just going to prep my hair to be slept on, because I'm going to let these braids set and air dry the rest of the way overnight. I'm just going to wrap this around my edges. That's that. My hair is tied up. And I'm just going to put on my satin bonnet. Oh, reliable. So I'm just going to sleep on this overnight, and then I will be back tomorrow to show you the results. So keep watching. So this is what my hair looks like before I begin to separate the curls, but I'm not a fan. Just wanted to show you guys before I start separating, because you know I will. So these are the final results, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.